What's up, Knights of Christ? What's happening? Hope you guys are getting after it. Sunday afternoon. Really good morning. Woke up at 4:30-ish. Actually, 4 o'clock. We were out running by, let's see, I think like right at 6. Got 14 and a half miles in. Just crushed it. Today, we're gonna go over a few things. Excuse me. I might need to grab some water real quick. We're gonna go over a few things that I've added to my bug out bag. You know, there's been requests with all the stuff going on in the world lately, especially our country. Obviously, you can't trust the government whatsoever. It doesn't matter who's voted in. It just doesn't matter anymore, you guys. And so, if they're going to keep printing money and doing what they're doing, which they're not going to stop, you know they're not. They're going to continue war, all this crap, and eventually our dollar is going to be worthless. So this isn't fear-mongering, you guys, and I'm sure some little demons in the comments, you know, these little cowards, these bastards, will say something, but ignore them. They're little bastards and cowards. They don't have a father. What I mean by that is a heavenly father. So anyways, I'm not going to give any more attention to these clowns. So anyway, check this out. So this is a bug out bag, all right? This is my bug out bag. I'll go over the brand in a minute, but I've made some additions to my bag, my bug out bag and my get home bag, and I've made some additions to what I carry in my truck. I've taken a few things out just because, you know, I didn't think they were too important. And so I'm replacing them with things that I think are very important. Let me go grab one thing. Hold on real quick. Pretty thirsty, man. I had to grab my water. Okay, so what I'd like to go over first is, look, you can't run your whole life, right? So you need to do other things. Kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, whatever it is. I'm a kickboxer. I love to kickbox. And what I found out in the last couple days, excuse my voice, man, I'm a little dehydrated, so I got to keep drinking water. So I apologize for the voice raspiness. So I found on Amazon and I know this has nothing to do with bug out, whatever. But if you wanted to carry this in your bug out bag, you probably could. You'd probably find it really handy to do stuff. This is a weighted jump rope. Okay. Now it doesn't look like much, but this thing here will burn your arms to death. I like to do about 35, 40 minutes of jump rope before I start getting it. That way I'm super amped up and my arms are killing me. And so the whole purpose of this is that when you got your hands up, you know, when you get tired, your hands come down. So if you're using a weighted jump rope, right, and you do it for about 35 minutes, obviously crank some tunage on and get after it. And when you start punching, you got to keep up your hands even more. All this stuff burns when your hands are up and you're using your jump rope, okay? The jump rope burns everything, and it's weighted, so it takes a lot more effort than a standard jump rope, okay? I just wanted to throw that out there real quick. Okay, some additions I have to my bug out bag, all right? This isn't really an addition. This is just a replacement because I've taken them out and I've had to replace things. These are probably one of the most valuable things I have found for me personally in my bug out bag and in my run pack. My run pack contains these, and these are called Porta Wipes. Got that? Porta Wipes. These things, what they do is when you get them wet, and we should probably just get one wet. Here's what I do. I'll put a little bit of water in my mouth. And they turn into this. So you have this little capsule, this big, it turns in to this thing right here. Look at this. Porta wipes are absolutely amazing. You get this giant sheet to wipe your bum. And what I do is I fold it, and then I fold it like that. I don't want any poop getting on my fingers, so I fold it a couple times, and I create this square, right? And then, you know, you can wipe your bum, and then fold it, wipe your bum again. You guys know how this stuff works. So anyways, might as well clean my nose or something with it. Okay, so I always keep those in my running pack and my bug out bag. Okay, very, very important. Next is something that I find to be very, 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 very cool is your standard pencil sharpener, which can come very handy if you need to get some kindling or some fire starting material. What you can do is like, you want to get the thing started as soon as possible, as fast as you can. You don't want to burn a ton of calories trying to get a fire started, right? In a survival situation, you got to get home or whatever, and it's taking you a day or 2 days. That's why we have these kits, right? So you pack enough stuff to be able to, you know, do what you need to do. And listen, I know it's going to be an uncomfortable situation, but honestly, I like to be prepared for kind of as many things as I can think of. And I like to have a fire. Obviously, there's issues with having fire, depends where you're at. You don't want attention, stuff like that. But this thing right here, a pencil sharpener, you got 2 holes right here, okay? You can make fire starting material out of twigs with this thing. All you do is simply, like a pencil sharpener, you just put the twig in and you turn it, and the blade will give you some fire starting material. Genius. So this is one thing I added, and this is Elf on Amazon. I just picked it up. I picked up a couple of them. One is in my get home bag, and one of them is in my bug out bag specifically. Okay? And the next thing is, oh look, I got 2 of them actually. One goes bad, you know, you got another one. And they don't weigh anything, you know, they weigh absolutely nothing. So so I got a 20-liter dry bag, and this is by Wise Owl. I'm not affiliated with them at all. They don't pay me nothing, and I don't care, whatever. But this thing is pretty cool. It's got some tools and stuff in here. It's got like your, it comes with a cell phone bag. You know, you can clamp this thing down, and it locks in your stupid cell phone. Like you want that thing on you know, if you need it, you know, you want to turn that thing off anyways. You don't even want to run that thing if you're deciding to get home. And it comes with some straps and stuff, which is kind of cool. So if you got to cross a river or something, water's deep, whatever, you can put the most valuable parts of your bug out bag inside of this bag. Now, granted, you'll have to carry it outside of the bug out bag, but this thing here, if you've got some valuables, it will surely save those valuables and they will not get wet. So this is a really good idea to have. It's a dry bag, a 20-liter. It's pretty big. It doesn't weigh that much, which is another plus for me. Next, I will generally keep this in my truck. This is a camouflage tarp, okay? It can't really fit into my bug out bag unless I take some stuff out, which I don't really feel like doing. I'm pretty good out in the wilderness or wherever I am. I can find shelter, I can make shelter, and I can get cozy for the night, okay? And if you're good enough, you can have a fire inside of your little space without attracting any kind of attention, keep the smoke down, stuff like that. So this is a 6 mil thickness. It comes with reinforced grommets. It's waterproof, obviously. I wouldn't have bought it if it wasn't. And it's got multi-use, right? So you can use this thing for a number of things. This is your standard woodland camo. You know, here's a good picture of it. This is what I ordered on Amazon. And, you know, I've had it for a little bit of time. And I just need to open it up and put it in something, probably put it in my truck. Okay, next. Paracord. This is your Hokanetti, 100% reliability guaranteed, 100% nylon. I like nylon. It's green, 100 feet, and it's rated at 1,000 pounds. So this stuff right here, I carry 2 of them, one for my truck, one for my bug out bag. Now I will take the paracord off of this heavy little cardboard thing and I'll stash it nice and tidy, and I'll probably just wrap it around something or wrap it around itself and put it in my kit, my bug out bag. Okay. Next is, you guys will love this. These are one of my favorite things at Costco, to be honest with you. I don't think you can have enough of these things. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, call me nuts, whatever. But these things are such good quality, I had to get at least 3 of them. Okay, I gave one to my woman. She loves it. She carries it in her car, and it comes with a saw blade. It comes with a really nice sharp knife, and it comes with like a hatchet type thing. It's an axe. It's more like a hatchet. It's like an axe. It's black thermoplastic rubber. It's propylene. That's what all this stuff is, except for the folding saw, which is a nylon and glass fiber. It's pretty light. All this stuff is real light. Look at this thing. Dude, this is worth so much money, dude. It's not just 70 bucks. This is worth a lot more than that if you ever have to use it. And look, it comes with everything you need to keep the blades protected, like your sheath and your blade protector or whatever. So this thing I get at Costco. Just check it out. Pause the video if you need to. This thing is sweet. I'm about to take everything out of here and put it in my kit. Okay, so next, first and foremost, your pistol. You need to have one of these on your person, preferably in your truck. Look, and I know some people are going to be like, oh, dude, you can't carry a firearm in your car. What if somebody breaks into it? Listen, I'm sick and tired of all the fear mongering about stupid stuff like that. My truck is protected. Just like my home, I'm not worried about it. If somebody decides to do something that, they stole it, I have another one. And if they ever get caught with it, which they probably will, because it comes back to haunt you, it will come back to haunt you. Firearms, if you get caught with another person's firearm and you're already a criminal, you're going to prison for a long time. So go ahead, do whatever you got to do. This is the Glock 43X. I've got some additions on this thing that are pretty cool, like this ammunition. Yeah, you come in my house, you're going to get shot by one of those, and it's going to be a bad day for you. You're probably not going to live. Okay, so obviously a sidearm. If you're living in a state where you can carry a rifle, dude, get an SBR and remember to put a good stock on it, or register it or whatever you want to do. You can do the whole, pistol brace nonsense, all you want, whatever. Okay, so let's open this thing up and see what D. Belonius is rocking in here. I'm not going to show you everything. I'm going to show you some things that I think are very, very important. Number 1, steri strips. These things are so valuable. You get a cut or something, you got some super glue and some steri strips, rock and roll, dude. These things are awesome, and I carry plenty of them just to have them. And a lot comes per pack, so you get 2 or 3 of them, you've got some extras. And look, we're not thinking about just ourselves, we're thinking about who we have with us and who we have potentially on the road getting home or bailing out, that we might need some help. Good, we're Christians, we like to do what's best for others and for ourselves and our friends and family. Chest seal twin packs. I love medical stuff. Medical stuff is ticket for me. Okay? And look, I've got stuff in here like forks. I've got some chocolate. I got super glue. I've got some fishing tackle, a knife sharpener, and something to keep me warm if I need it, like a heat blanket. Not a heat blanket, but a, what are these? I forget what they're called. It's a survival wrap. These things are worth their weight in gold right here. Get yourself a survival wrap. Okay, next. Oh boy. If you do not have one of these, you should get on Amazon and buy these. They come in 2 packs. Okay? They are called Practical Survival. And what they are is, look at this. It pops up. You've got this thing. And when you press this little button on the side right here, this button, look what it does. That will start your fire. And this is battery charged, okay? So, maintenance comes with this stuff. So it's responsibility, right? If you carry water, you want to empty the water out and refill it back up. Water, it gets tasty and gross. If you have a filter, you can filter it out. If you decide to not do that, whatever. I like to change my water out. But this thing, it's also a flashlight. So you have a fire starter. Click up. Bam. Look at that. And then you have a flashlight. And it strobes. These things, I think you get 2 of them for 30 bucks. It is called Practical Survival. Get some of these things. These things are worth their weight in gold as well. And obviously I have porta wipes. And I'm a big hygiene guy too. I carry toothpaste, I carry a toothbrush, and I carry some soap. If you're out 3 days, dude, or 2 days, 4 days, 5 days, you want to clean yourself, right? So floss, super lightweight stuff, floss, a toothbrush and toothpaste. Don't carry too much toothpaste. You only need a little dab on your toothbrush anyways to get all the crap off your teeth. And honestly, you don't even need toothpaste. It's just for good breath and healthy gums. That's all it is. Electrical tape. Worth its weight in gold, baby. Worth its weight. I got some hand wipes, sanitary hand wipes, and some other tape for stuff to tape anything up I need to. And food is hypercritical to me. I burn a lot of calories. I'm moving, right? So if I gotta go, I'm going and I'm moving. So I need a high calorie, high density food, which I'm gonna show you in a second. What's cool about this pack is this. Here, let me just try and show you. So this pack right here, I'll show you. I had to get the multicam black just because I got this during COVID and everybody was, including myself, was kind of uneasy about what was going on. So this was the only one available. I wouldn't have gotten some tactical freaking, looking thing, but looking pack. But there's ways to outfit this thing to where it doesn't have to look like it's, you're in the military or something, which it doesn't anyway. It's, most people don't know what black multicam is. They just don't know, man. So anyways, it's not too military looking, but the cool thing about this is check this out. So you've got these straps, or the zippers right here, and they come all the way down this thing, okay? And so you have access to all your stuff right there. And now look, what's cool about it too is it wraps all the way around, and they're pretty nice zippers. So look what this thing does, okay? So now look, you open it up, you've got all your stuff sitting right here. And mine's not too crazy tightly packed away, but it's good enough for me. I know where everything is, and I have some of the most important stuff up top. So, but knowing what will happen is I'll need everything that's important down here if SHTF happens, right? So that's just a quick view of, what I'm rocking here. This thing, I forgot what's in here. Let's check it out. Okay, so this is some fire starter stuff. You got cotton swabs with Vaseline, saturated in Vaseline. Okay, really good. There's a flint in here. Actually, I have the cotton balls separate, and then I have the Vaseline in these little colored sealed container things. I forget what they're called, but there's also a flint in here as well. So I can start a fire real easy. And steel wool. Steel wool lights up really, really fast, ladies and gentlemen. You want to carry these two options in your pack. Whichever one's fastest and more reliable, do it. So I have 3 or 4 options in one pack to start a fire. And I obviously have a lighter. Does it still work? Probably. Yes, it does. Make sure the stuff works, you guys. The last thing you want to do is open it up and have it not work. Okay. These are also worth their weight in gold. It's a little heavier. It adds to the weight. But these are Zippo TMK's Typhoon Match Kit. And these things will light and burn in almost anything. I'm not taking them out of the pack, but look at these things. These things will light up like a Christmas tree. And they will withstand the wind, and I even think they will withstand a little bit of water. And they come with a really, really cool watertight kit. What's going on down here? Oh, look. Oh. Yeah. You strike them on the end, and it comes with an actual replacement striker. So if this one goes bad, then you got another one. That's really cool they do that. I never saw that before. So you got your kindling, you got your fire starter stuff, you got this thing. There's like 5 or 6 options actually in my kit. Call me crazy, call me whatever. I'm looking to help people, and I'm looking to get my stuff dialed in the best I can. Call me a freak about fire, but I've had things fail, and I've had things work. Okay. Kind bars. They're not the healthiest thing in the world, but you're not trying to stay extremely healthy when you're out and about trying to survive. Obviously, Sawyer water filtration kit. Sawyer water filtration kit. This stuff is extremely light. There's not much to it. We've got this piece here. Okay? And then you have your squeeze water filtration system. So you just you put this thing on here, fill it with water. This is what you drink out of, rock and roll, good to go. It's pretty simple, you guys. It's not rocket science trying to figure all this stuff out. Sawyer water filtration system. Now I also have Life Straw. Costco sells 5 Life Straws for like 20 bucks. 5 Life Straws, 20 bucks. When you look on Amazon, they are $20 a piece. So what do? I buy the Costco stuff. And I bought a lot of them, so I have extras, maybe for barter or whatever. Somebody needs water, you know what, a family, you know what, dude, here's 2 of these things. Here's water right down here. Go drink some water, and by the way, here's some food. We care about people. And we prep enough to be able to supply other people with things for absolutely free. We don't charge people money. If this stuff happens, we're not charging people money for stuff. Okay. Gloves are very, very important, you guys. So I have the Mechanics Multicam Impact Gloves. These things work really, really, really well. I'm very happy with these things. They're not by any stretch for cold weather at all. They actually make your hands colder. Go figure. And of course, you know, you got your your beanie, which this is a skull cap for night vision actually. And some of you guys comment on this thing in the wintertime when it's cold, I'm wearing that thing. This thing has saved my tail out running. It gets 10 degrees, 5 degrees out in the wintertime. I freeze my tail off. I'm running in shirt, I'm running in shorts. I need a beanie. I just have to do it, right? So this thing, I have about 4 of these things. One in my bug out bag, one in my run pack in the wintertime, one in my truck, and some other places. Okay. You guys know me, man. I'm a big fan of Peak Refuel. Read it and weep, son. This stuff here, 920 calories for the whole pack. Okay? This will get you what you need to keep pushing. Okay? But you want to have food. I have about 1, 2, 3. I have about 6 different flavors inside my pack of this stuff. Look, like I said, I'm a bigger dude. I can haul some weight. I'm physically fit. You know, and I recommend to you to get physically fit as well, because if you got to start humping, you better be in good shape, dude. If you're not in good shape, you're done. You're smoked. You're not going to be able to do everything that everyone else is doing. If, God forbid, you're carrying a big pack, you got a child with you, you got your wife, and you're getting home and it's all on your shoulders, you want to be in shape. That's why I'm a big advocate of no drinking alcohol, dude. Alcohol is the worst thing anyway. Why would you even drink alcohol anymore? It's just proving to be this mind control numbing agent that people use to escape their problems. Not me, not you. We're better than that, right? And you need to be healthy as well. Eat good food. Red meat. 1 ingredient food, you guys. That's very, very important. I can't stress health enough. Okay, we got extra socks. I'm not going to show you socks. I got binoculars in here. I have an air horn, just in case we need it. This is good for a lot of different things. Animals, communication, alerting like a helicopter, or, you know, this won't work that much for a helicopter, but like if somebody's in the distance and they can't see you, you're reflecting a mirror and you don't have one, but you got one of these, dude, I'm telling you, man, these things are money. Okay, I got a long sleeve. That's a multicam. You know, it's an original GI long sleeve multicam battle shirt. I got that, and I do have a first aid kit. I'm not opening up my first aid kit. I'm not getting all crazy with it. What I will tell you is I have Band-Aids, steri strips. I got gauze, combat stuff, and a stitch kit, all that stuff, right? Super glue. Think about what you're going to need, and then maybe add a little bit more. As long as it's not too heavy and adding to the weight so much, you'll be okay. And like I said, get into shape. You can't be this giant guy that's 300 pounds trekking through a city and trying to take side streets. You are going to be hyperventilating, bro. So get with the program. Get in shape. This channel is all about Christ. It's all about staying in shape and maintaining your physical health, eating right, mental strength, physical strength, everything, tactical fitness, dude. You guys, we're obviously living in a world, in a country where it's an autonomous age. Everybody's out for themselves. And so what we need to do as brothers is we need to come together and be the best we can for our family and friends, no matter what. It's the way that it has to be. If you are a responsible man in this country and you're not in shape, get your tail into shape today. Make the decision today to start doing something for your family and yourself. Okay. I usually carry an AR. And so I've got AR mags in here. I'm not going to show them to you. You guys know what 30 round AR-15 magazines look like. Okay. So what else? Obviously socks. I've got something to drink coffee out of. I've got water containers in here. I'm not busting them out. I don't feel like taking all this apart. I've done it before in videos. You guys can look back on my previous videos. I'm just showing you some basic stuff that I have in here, and also what I've added to this kit to make it work for me. Oh look, there's Dano. Dano's calling me. He's from the channel. Hey bro, I'm doing a video. Let me call you right back. Love you too. I'll call you back. All right. That's Dano. Thank you, Dano. I appreciate it. I'll call you back, brother. Okay. So I'm going to put it back together. And look, you guys. I know we talk about this over and over and over, but sometimes it takes drilling this into your head that we're living in an age where there's a lot of fear out there. There's a lot of people telling you that it's not going to end well. We're in extreme debt, you guys, and it's not getting any better. You know, when you have a president come in and say he's going to spend less money and, you know, print less and do all this stuff, and they decide to pass a $5 trillion spending bill, you're like, where's that money coming from? And that's just for the year, right? So they're adding $4 trillion to the debt. What do you think that's going to do? So when you dilute the money supply even further and you have a little bit of higher inflation, what does that do? It makes your dollars worth less. And $4 trillion is a lot of money. We don't have it. We borrow it from the future and bring it into the now is what we do. So you tell me, man. You tell me. Are we on the right track? No, not really. I don't have a good feeling about all this, you guys. I don't. We are in desperate need. You know, we were in desperate need of a housing collapse probably about 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. And what I mean by collapse is not all hell breaking loose in the housing market, but we need corrections. And the housing market hasn't corrected. And neither has any other market, like the auto market. Dude, if you go and look at the cost of cars, brand new cars, dude, a stupid Tacoma, give me a break, man. It's a truck, dude. I know they last a long time, but dude, get real. It's a stupid truck. Dude, they're like $60,000. Out the door, 60 grand, and how much are you putting down? 5, 6? Bro, you're gonna have huge payments if you do that. That's in another channel. That's in another video. What I'm saying is everything's costing a lot more money. So some advice to you guys would be, own your car. If you can pay it off, pay it off. Just pay it off, dude. Pay off your credit cards. Don't be in any kind of debt, because if you're in any kind of debt and you have a house and, you know, whatever, you got all this debt and stuff, dude, and you can't pay it, you're screwed. Then your credit goes real south, and then what are you gonna do, man? You're gonna take forever to fix it. So if you can pay them off, bro, pay them off. Trust me, it's the right thing to do, man. I don't have much debt, dude. My Tundra's paid off. I've got a little bit of credit card debt, but not much. Everything in my life is paid off pretty much. So there's a few things I'm dealing with Lakeshore Ammunition that I'm working out, but that's all gonna get taken care of in due time. So I'm not really worried about it. And look, you guys, all this prep stuff, you know, it's important, yeah. But what's more important is care about each other, love each other, be kind to each other, and just do the right things for each other, right? Encourage each other to go to church, encourage each other to do the right thing every day. And, you know, as men, dude, have each other's backs, man. It takes a little bit of encouragement from a good friend to turn things around. It really does. So I'm checking the heat on this thing. This thing got super hot not too long ago and just automatically turned off on me. So I want to make sure that I finish the video. And maybe I should just end it there. If you guys have any questions, leave it in the comments, all right? This isn't my first rodeo. I've used these things before, and they've helped me quite a bit. I've used my Get Home bag a few times, and it's really, really helped a lot. So if I can answer any questions, leave it in the comments. If I can do anything for any of you, please feel free to send me a message. You guys know what to do. And if you haven't checked out the website yet, check it out. It's Knights of Christ TA, Tango Alpha, Knights of Christ Tango Alpha at, well, knightsofchrist.com. Sorry about that, brain farted. So go ahead and check out our website, dude. If you're interested in signing up for the program, you want to sign up. We got professionals working this course. Dogs are always on to something. We got professionals working as trainers in this course, and I'm going to be there as well. So check it out. If you have any questions about the training program and about enrollment and anything else, feel free to reach out to me anytime. I'm here for you guys. I'm not here for myself. I don't get paid for doing this, man. I get paid doing other things. Okay, I'm out of here. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves. Stay dangerous. Stay healthy. Stay strapped. Stay in the faith, brothers and sisters. Pick up your Bible. Start reading it, man. The times are getting crazy, dude. We can't trust our government. We can't. We tried. Donald Trump, dude, probably compromised you guys. I'm sorry. That's the way it is, dude. You guys think what you want about me, you know, say I'm a doomsdayer or whatever. Dude, I enjoy my life, and it's important for you guys to enjoy your life as well. So go hike. Go have a campfire with your family. If you can go on vacation, go. Go. Enjoy your life. Play both sides of the coin, man. Prep for an uncertain future, but also prep for a bright future. Those are pretty wise words, man. That's what you want to do with all this. Don't get all paranoid and freak out and think you got to get everything all at once. It doesn't work like that. All right? But if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I'm out of here. You guys take care. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Have a good one. Later.